Hello and welcome to Getting There by Bike. I'm your host, Gail Rochetta, and here on Getting There by Bike, we talk about all things bicycle, advocacy, education, recreation, well-being, safety, fun, and more. I am the community educator at Bike Newport, where we are in full summer swing with lots of events and lots of programs, some of which we'll share with you today. But first, I would love to introduce you to a very exciting guest who I'm thrilled to have. Julian Bessinger is the Director of Strategic Advancement at Bike Newport, and Julian is going to share with us two very exciting projects that are going to benefit all Rhode Islanders that are currently in the works. And we'll talk about other things too. Julian, I'm so glad you decided to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Gail.
Yes.
Excited to be here.
So tell me a little bit about how, I always like to ask my guests how you ended up here as the Director of Strategic Advancement at Bike Newport.
Yeah, so it's kind of a full circle story. I grew up in Newport and first heard about Bike Newport when I was a student at the East Bay Med School around the time of its inception, and had fond memories of it from that time. Left and traveled into places outside of Rhode Island, came back a decade plus later, and reconnected with Bike Newport as I was coming on my own personal journey to understanding the central role that bicycles and active transportation have in many of the issues that we're facing today, from environmental to health to social justice. And yeah, reconnected with the organization when they were looking to fill this role, and haven't looked back.
Oh, we're so lucky to have you. So can you tell us a little bit about these projects that are in the works that are extremely exciting?
Sure. I can start with the Quidnick Island Rail Corridor Shared Use Path. So this is a project that is in a stage where it's reviewing proposals, and these proposals are to do engineering design work on adding a shared use path alongside the rail corridor that goes up and down Quidnick Island.
Okay.
So this is the rail that spans from the Saconnet Bridge all the way to the beginning of, all the way into Newport. And as opposed to replacing the rail with a shared use path, as is done in many places throughout the country, this would be adding a shared use path for cyclists and people who are walking or rolling next to the tracks.
And these tracks, correct me if I'm wrong, they go kind of near, they follow the water, they go by the Navy base in the Burma Road area.
Yes, that's exactly
all
right.
the way into downtown Newport, essentially.
Yep. So yeah, you can see where the tracks end at the Gateway Transportation Center in Newport. They go all the way to the Saconnet Bridge in Portsmouth, and they travel along the west side of the island, as you said, next to Burma Road. They actually go through the Navy base. So part of the design considerations for these engineering firms that are looking into how to do this is how to connect a segment that would go along Burma Road, the rail corridor on the side of Burma Road, and connect around the Navy base via a Coddington connector to the existing shared use path that goes into Newport.
Oh, so I will just let everyone know that we do have a new multi-use path that runs along from West Main Road is it Middletown, right there? That's at the Newport-Middletown line almost. From West Main Road and then all the way down Coddington Highway, all the way to about Elm Street, which is downtown, basically near the transportation center, downtown Newport.
Yes, yeah, it's a beautiful
and it's
path.
Completely separated. It's a beautiful path, and it has beautiful fencing, and what a wonderful benefit that is for our city.
It's an amazing resource. It's great for commuting. It's great for recreation. We're really lucky to have it, and it's just the first step. This project would be looking at expanding that kind of infrastructure northward and ultimately throughout the entire island.
Oh, that would be so fun. So you could walk on it. You could bring your stroller. You could roller skate, bike.
Yep.
Walk your dog.
Spend a day out with the family, or get to work without having to either ride or drive in traffic. Yeah, it could be an incredible resource. So these proposals would that our team, which includes support from the Navy base and the Aquidneck Resiliency Project, as well as the Van Buren Charitable Foundation and Bike Newport. This team is reviewing proposals for this design work. And to do this would be to lay the groundwork for this project to actually happen. We'd get part of the way towards sorting out the logistics of how it would actually need to be implemented, all the design concerns, so that it would be prepped and ready if and when there is funding to make that happen. So this is a really important step in turning it into a reality. This kind of design work was the first step for the existing shared use path in Newport that we were just talking about, and we're really excited to be at that stage for the rest of the rail corridor.
Okay, so it's at the planning stages, and you are essentially, how shall we say, auditioning different companies for a plan.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, they're going to look at. They're going to take a look at the space. They're going to take a look at the various stakeholders involved, which include the cities and towns on the island, the Navy base, and even things like utilities and the quality of pavement, and certainly also the Navy base. You know, making sure that it's the plans take into consideration the security of the installation. So all of that is takes a professional level of expertise, and we're reviewing proposals from highly qualified engineering firms to do that work and to put us in the place where implementation is the next step.
That's very exciting. And when you say we are reviewing, who is the we? Is it just Bike Newport, or is it other people?
Definitely. So it's Bike Newport, the Aquidneck Resiliency Project, which is a part of the Aquidneck Land Trust.
Okay.
And we have representation from the Navy base, and there's also a lot of support and representation on the working group from the Van Buren Charitable Foundation.
Okay, so it's
That's
a whole
kind of the core
team
group.
that's working on this. This is so exciting. So we have no idea, if it's going to really happen, but we hope it will.
Right.
It looks like it might.
Yep. I think, signs are good, and this is definitely the pre-work that has to happen. It's a necessary step no matter what. So for installation, we have to get to this stage. And once we have this design work, that will be an incredible resource in advocating for earmarking funding to actually make it happen.
Would you say that at the north end, maybe people who are coming to visit could park and actually take the path in instead of having to add to the traffic load? Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. I mean, that's one of the great features of the shared use path that is currently in Newport is it runs alongside we call it the park and bike lot. It's a surface lot with hundreds of parking spaces for cars. Yeah. There are also multiple bus routes from the RIPTA system that stop right there. And if you either drive onto the island, off the bridge into the lot, or take a bus that way, and bring a bike, you start right on the shared use path. So you can go either south into downtown or north towards West Main Road along Connell and Coddington highways. Right. And ultimately, with this the shared use path extensions that we're talking about, you would be able to take this much further north all the way into Portsmouth.
Yeah. Oh, how exciting. And you know, that park and ride that is essentially at the base of the Pella Bridge as you come off the bridge into Newport, for a long time, people weren't using it that much, and I was getting a little nervous. Like we have hundreds, it's enormous, hundreds of parking spaces and a bus, stop right there. But now I notice it's starting to really fill. People are really starting to use it. So park and bike, or park and ride, or park and get on the bus.
Yep. And I use it every day.
Yeah, you do.
I take the bus into Newport and get off and ride my bike to the Bike Newport headquarters. It's a wonderful resource.
Yeah, that's so perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next project is wild. Wild.
Yes, it's something that I know people have been dreaming about for a really long time. This is a project to create, we're requesting proposals, the same stage of the process where Bike Newport is reviewing proposals to design infrastructure to allow cyclists and pedestrians, people who are walking or rolling, onto the Pell and Verrazano bridges. So adding walking and biking and rolling facilities to the Pell and Verrazano bridges, or as I call them growing up in Newport, the Newport and Jamestown bridges.
Yes.
So this would ultimately connect North Kingstown all the way to Newport. And as currently the bridges are the only parts of that connection that can't be done on bike or by walking in normal traffic conditions.
Right. It would also help other people, those people who maybe need to do, to do work on the bridge? Bridge workers?
Yeah. What's amazing about the stage that we're in is many things are possible. So we don't even know what the results of this study will be. So it's a feasibility study to see if it's actually possible to do this in a way that meets all of the structural requirements of the bridges, and all of the other considerations, financial feasibility, the impact. We're studying the impact that it'll have on the connected communities to make sure that it's going to be a force for positive outcomes in every conceivable way. And so, one potential, the potential outcomes are limitless, including certainly safer access for people working on the bridges, the potential opportunities for residents or tourists to have observation platforms to be able to enjoy those incredible views. We're also studying suicide prevention infrastructure as part of this to make it safer for everybody on both of these bridges. So the opportunity, once you sort of open the possibility of retrofitting these bridges for more human access, are basically limitless. And I'm so excited to see what we come up with throughout this process.
Oh, Julian, can you imagine being able to bike or walk over the Pell Bridge? Just imagine, as I'm driving over that bridge, I don't have a lot of time to actually look at the view.
No.
But the view is amazing.
It's incredible, and it's an incredible bridge, and certainly the views are amazing. And as we were talking before, if you imagine the shared use path along the rail corridor as well, you would ultimately be connecting bike infrastructure from one end of Newport County all the way to Portsmouth across the Sakonnet River Bridge, ultimately connecting the state. And when it's easy and safe and inviting for more people to choose biking or walking, then everything gets easier. The experience of drivers will improve because there will be less congestion. People who need to take a vehicle, a single occupancy vehicle like a car, will have fewer people competing with them for space on the road with shared use infrastructure alongside.
Right, it's not just for bicyclists, it's for anyone who is a road user, because we have a lot less cars on the road. It's going to make it much more pleasant to get there if you need to do so by car.
Absolutely. More pleasant, safer, and there's these things. There are many people who work on one side of the bridge or the other and live on the other. And it's great that there are bus routes that cross the bridges, but they only run every so often, depending on which route you need to take, once every hour. This would provide a lot more flexibility for recreation, certainly, but definitely for commuting and the necessary trips that we have to take in life.
So with this one, what's our timeline? This feasibility study, do we know when it's going to be done?
So, absolutely. So this study is actually happening thanks to a federal allocation that was spearheaded by Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, and it's a 3-year appropriations grant. So the project, we're underway. Bike Newport is coordinating and leading this project. Our team is composed of Bike Newport staff and volunteer reviewers, are reviewing the proposals right now. And that process will conclude in June, the process review, proposal review. And then the project itself will begin this year and ultimately continue through until 2028, mid-year 2028. So ultimately a 3-year process of making sure that we're getting this right and really understanding the intricacies of how this would work in our context.
Right. This is nothing, it's not a small this is no small feat.
No.
So it's
no.
going to take lots and lots of time.
Yes, lots of time, and we're very invested in doing this right.
Yeah, still so exciting.
Yeah.
So Julian, you arrived at Bike Newport not too long ago, and tell me what it's, talking about getting up to speed quickly. How are you finding just learning all the ins and outs of what your job actually entails? And by the way, Director of Strategic Advancement, some people might like to know what that actually means and entails.
Yeah, well, thank you for asking. Bike Newport is involved in so many things. I just described these two projects. And we could talk all day, certainly longer than we have in this on this show, about everything that's going on. And I'm still learning every day. So I joined at the end of December of 2025. So really, it's just been the time so far in 2026 that I've been working here, and continue to learn every week, every day, new things about what we have done, new things about what we're doing. And that's been fantastic. And this role was conceived of as the Director of Strategic Advancement would work across all of these programs and align our budgeting, our fundraising efforts as a nonprofit, with our strategic plan. The things that the values aligned outcomes that we're looking to in the next few years. And making sure that our team has the resources that we need, that our organization is healthy and has the resources that it needs, and sort of working across the programs to think about resources, to think about opportunities, and bring all of that into alignment. So it's been a pleasure. The team is incredible. And everyone has been very welcoming as I do try and get myself up to speed and catch up with the amazing work that has been going on.
Well, you're doing a great job, Julian.
Thank you.
It's wonderful to have you on the team.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. Thanks, Gail.
So Bike Newport does so much more than just, sell you a bike or teach your child or have you go to bike camp. That's just the education department, but there's the advocacy department as well, and so much is going on behind the scenes. It's very hard to keep up with it all. This multimodal access and transportation equity so that people can get from point A to point B, or people can enjoy getting the places they need to go in a safe way.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if folks are interested in keeping up with the breadth of things that are going on at Bike Newport, you can definitely check out our social media channels, and I also highly recommend the Bike Newport newsletter, and we can put some information up about that as well.
Yes, it's excellent, and it comes out monthly. Let's talk about the most exciting events that are coming up this summer at Bike Newport. This is one you're going to really want to know about. Let's talk about the 10-spot ride, shall we?
Sounds great.
Okay, so the 10-spot ride, do you want to explain to our viewers what it is?
Sure. So the 10-spot ride is the biking event of the summer in Newport. It's a fantastic event where participants, there's a secret list that is assembled of 10 fantastic spots throughout Newport.
It's very secret. We don't even know. We are not even allowed to know.
Under lock and key. But we do know that they're going to be beautiful, they're going to be scenic. At each of these 10 sites across Newport, there will be music, there will be food and refreshments, and there will be an opportunity to gather. So the way that the event works is the people who are going to ride it get a list of the stops and plan out their own route, either to try and visit all 10 on bike, or to pick a few that they're particularly excited about, or maybe we've had people go to one spot and enjoy it so much that they stay there the whole time.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought everybody hit all 10 spots.
Yeah, it's an interesting personality test, right? Are you the kind of person who wants to see everything, or do you want to find your favorite and stick with it? But the 10-spot ride provides that opportunity, and I'm really excited to check it out this year.
Yeah, I have worked several of these, and it's lovely. The locations are, you would never see them regularly, but buying a ticket and going into maybe someone's private garden who's a master gardener, maybe Some of the spaces are very intimate and small, and some of the places are grand. And it's live music, and the food comes from local restaurants, and it's very good. So and there's no alcohol because people are riding bikes around, right? But we do have lovely beverages, teas that are, infused with various, flowers or whatever, iced coffee, iced tea, just wonderful food. And people come to these spots and they'll sit down and they'll chat with their friends. They park their bikes and stay for 20 minutes, or as you say, stay for the whole day. Yeah. And then they'll roll to the next spot and they'll just follow the map. And everyone is assigned a starting spot because we want to start everybody at different spots. So everyone's assigned a different starting spot, and then you can go off from there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be August 29th. We're all really looking forward to that, and hope to see a lot of folks there.
Yeah. And the other one I want to talk about very quickly is coming up this Saturday. So if you're catching this show for Saturday, June 6th, you want to tell everybody about Elliot's Ride?
Sure, yeah. So on this Saturday, June 6th, from 9 a.m. to noon, we're going to be celebrating Elliot's Ride for Everyone, a long-standing event where parts of the Ocean Loop, Ocean Drive in Newport, is shut down to cars. So it's an open road event where you can walk, bike, roll without cars in this part of Newport. A very rare opportunity to enjoy these streets, these views, this community without having to worry about cars. So it's a very family-friendly event. It's a community-building event, and it promises to be a wonderful day this Saturday.
Yes.
And this one is free of charge. You can sign up at the link that we'll share. And I definitely recommend checking it out this Saturday.
Yep, you start at Rogers High School. And for those of you who want to bring perhaps older folks who are not riding, there will be a large piloted bike with a big seat on it that two people can fit on, and you can just put your seatbelt on and just be taken for a ride on the chat bike as well. It's a very fun event.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
Yeah. Bike Newport is such a valuable resource in this community, doing so many things, so many good things for so many people.
In no small part because of you, Gail. Thank you so much.
Oh, Julian. Julian, thank you so much for coming. It was delightful to have you. I would love to have you come back again.
I look forward to it. Thanks,
Thank
Gail.
you. That's this episode of Getting There by Bike, and I will see you next month where we'll have another exciting guest. Thank you so much, Julian.
Thanks, Gail.
The Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center is located in Newport, Rhode Island. Our mission is to nourish, educate, and support Newport County residents to improve their social, economic, and physical well-being. For more information, please visit our website at mlkccenter.org. We'd love you to come volunteer, or if you need help, please turn to us and we'll be there to support you.
Lucy's Hearth is a family shelter in Middletown, Rhode Island. We provide a continuum of housing supports for families experiencing homelessness across Rhode Island. If you are looking for ways to help, please visit our website at lucyshearth.org.
Hello, I'm Jerry LePage, host of Senior Soundings. I invite you to join us for our next episode of Senior Soundings. We offer information and important, interesting guests, so please tune us in. I look forward to seeing you.
Hi, we're from Aquidneck Island Adult Learning Center in Newport, Rhode Island. We're looking for students and volunteers for our many classes, including GED, English as a Second Language, nursing assistant, phlebotomist, med tech, medical technician, apprenticeships, computer skills, and lots more.
Please contact us if you'd like more information. Thank you.
The Newport Navy Choristers is a local choral group associated with the military that raises money for local 501c3 organizations. If you would like to join us on our journey and learn more about us or become one of our sponsors for a concert to benefit your organization, please visit us at www.newportnavychoristers.org.
Infinite expectation, a face, a flicker, a thought you forgot, where psychology drips into dream, where the mirror doesn't wait for you to look. It's not a show, it's a signal on Channel 18 and statewide, every day for your entire life. You won't know what you're watching until it's watching you. Infinite expectation.